Hey fellow teachers, here we are in the last week. Thanks for sticking with me all semester. We've obviously had our fair share of obstacles, but we have persevered. So I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate that you're still here with me watching this video. We've got multiple languages in the classroom on tap for Tuesday, so check out those materials. There's some really interesting and difficult questions that this raises for us as educators, obviously. Also on May 5th, your classroom observation hours are due. There's been some confusion. Some of you thought, well, do I have to do this like journal thing that it talks about in the observation materials? And the answer is no. That was just a suggested note-taking method. There are many ways to take proper notes. I don't need to see all of your notes this semester. I just need to see your log. So with signatures for the things you did in the classroom and just your own signature / description for things that you did virtually. Get that in by May 5th so I can give you those points. That's obviously a decent part of your grade. And then your portfolio presentation is due May 7th. That's happening on the discussion board, and it's just, giving you several general questions to think about in terms of what you learned from presentations, classroom observations, seeing your classmates teach, the material that we've covered, etc., etc. So I really look forward to hearing your final thoughts. It's a great way to wrap up the semester and also kind of give me an indication of what mattered the most to you all as I think about what might I do differently as I approach this class in future semesters. Be sure to check the grade book often. It's very difficult for me to change grades once final grades are entered. So if things aren't looking right throughout this week, please hit me up. Please tell me where there might be a mistake so that we can remedy it and then transition smoothly into summer and whatever that brings for us. I've created and posted a meditation for goodbyes for this last week. I think oftentimes, we don't really take the time to say goodbye or process a healthy goodbye, especially in a school setting. And it's something as teachers you'll be doing a lot of. You'll be connecting with students and then saying goodbye to them. The amount of connections that I build every semester to then say goodbye to. It's this really odd, bittersweet phenomenon. But I will miss you all, and I will process this goodbye as I hope you do too. So definitely check out that meditation. I recommend the 10-minute version, but there's a 5-minute version I posted as well. So whatever feels the most comfortable with where you're at with mindfulness, go and jump on that. I really enjoyed you all semester. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for making it a positive experience. Such a pleasure and an honor for me to be able to teach people who want to teach. I don't take that for granted. I don't take your trust for granted. I really appreciate you just letting me lead you on this ride. Sometimes it was a weird ride. Sometimes I made you pause every damn day so that we could breathe a little bit and things like that. But you were so supportive of my message and what I hoped to share. You just made it a really meaningful experience for me. So thank you so much for that. If I could remind you of one thing that we've talked about repeatedly throughout the semester, it would just be your message, live your message. You want to be a good teacher, become a good human. Train your brain in the ways that matter. Train in awareness, train in compassion, train in your ability to flow and improvise, and everything else is just going to come together. So you all are going to do amazingly. I'm really proud of you all. I have very high hopes for you all. I hope you all continue to keep in touch. I don't want this to be the end. This is just a transition, I hope. So I've included my Gmail in the comments section below in the description of the video. I never know for sure how long I'll be at Front Range, but I will probably be at Gmail a long, long time. So by all means, please keep in touch with me over the years. I want to hear your questions. I want to hear, what happens, what you end up doing, what your teaching adventures look like, all of the things. I've also included a link to Leveled Up's Facebook page. I post some inspiration and some encouragement on there just about every day. Tips on mindfulness. I'll post meditations, future videos on biases, fallacies, teaching techniques, things that we've discussed. So stay tuned for all of that. You'll be seeing some of that on Leveled Up's YouTube channel as well. I plan to not do as much with this private channel. This was just sort of flinging things together for this class, but I will put out a lot of really polished videos on interesting topics on there. So be sure to subscribe to that if you haven't yet. And then obviously I hope to see you all in future classes. Hopefully those are face-to-face, but if they are online, I promise to make the online experience as cool as possible. We did our best to take a syllabus that was, geared toward a classroom and transition it into an online experience at the last minute. And thank you all for rolling with everything that I've done to try to make that meaningful. I just want to promise you that if I have a summer to prepare for an online experience, should we be online in the fall, it's going to be way better. It's going to be super cool. So don't give up. Don't get disheartened. Just join me for that ride, and I'll promise I'll make it a fantastic one. So obviously, as I know more about my future schedule, I'll keep you all posted. But one way or another, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to hear from you all soon.